Hey guys, welcome to the Dev Kit. My name is Dev, and all of this is today's kit. For those of you who don't know, my editing rig was dying, and basically I needed to get a new computer. So over on the main SFO channel, I asked people for some donations. As of the recording of this video, the donations I've received so far have managed to cover about half of the computer. So the rest of this just basically went on credit. So hey, if you feel like donating to the channel, now's the time. But anyway, I've picked up an RTX 2080 Ti, an X570 motherboard. We've got a Ryzen in there. We've got 64 gigs of RAM in there. There's the power supply, 1000 watts, and also a massive case from Be Quiet that just wouldn't fit on the couch, guys. But more important than stats is that for this video, my girlfriend Naomi is going to put it together, and she's never put together a computer before. This will be a lot of fun. Hey guys, it's Dev, and there's Naomi.
Hi.
Naomi's never built a computer before. And how do you feel about it?
Super duper excited.
That's the most unexcited face you've ever fucking had.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so step one to building a computer. Make sure that your hands are dry and clean.
My hands are never dry.
Why? Back in the day, people would actually build their computers naked.
Gross.
Because they wanted to avoid static buildup from their clothes.
Gross.
But at this point, you don't really have to do that.
That's good. Definitely not be doing this if I was doing it naked.
So what do you know about building computers?
Literally nothing.
Literally
I know
nothing?
there's many pieces and it's all very confusing, and that is the extent of my knowledge.
So here's our motherboard.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. The motherboard basically is the spine of the computer, in that it manages a bunch of things and it connects everything to the brain, which is the CPU.
So isn't that more like a brain stem than a spine?
No, well, it's both. Brain stem's part of the spine anyway, so.
Yeah, but like the brain stem is
Doesn't
where all
fucking
the
matter.
nerves go. I'm not even gonna be able to open up the box. I want you guys to know this right now.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna break many components to this, and we're
There
not
it
gonna be
is.
able to finish this video.
Okay, so when you're working on your motherboard, what you should do is do it on the top of the box, because that's not regular cardboard. Feel that? It's like non-conductive material, so it actually won't shock anything.
But it feels like cardboard.
But it's not like.
But it feels like regular cardboard,
But
just
it's not.
slightly firmer.
Yeah. Well, anyway, pull this out.
Fine.
There's a motherboard. Come on. Yeah, I'll get scissors and actually open this stuff up. Is there anything else in there?
I don't know.
Well, look.
The bottom.
Yeah, see, look at all that stuff.
Oh my god.
There's a sticker.
Gross.
There's a manual, multilingual install guide. I don't think there's anything else at this point. Oh, no, hold on. Yep, there's all the SATA ports and stuff. We'll need all those.
Why? This is such a waste of plastic.
Yeah, I know, but that's how it is. Each little thing is in its like isn't a
Why?
freaking, yeah, it's dumb.
Why?
Now we're gonna be working on the motherboard before we put it in the case, because it's always a good idea to do that.
I don't know why I did this way.
Yeah, this is not the what the fuck, man.
Shut up, Dev.
Do you want to peel these off?
Well, I guess.
Okay.
Oh. This is not peel off porn. This is peel off torture.
Naomi.
What?
You're supposed to do it all in one go.
I tried. I didn't wanna.
Look at all these pieces you missed.
Shut up. It's not my fault they put it in like 5 individual pieces.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah,
That's
peel off porn.
Here it is. It looks very nice. This CPU is very obviously a pin-based CPU. It's not a pad-based CPU like Intel's, like the i7 that I installed a few years ago was a pad-based CPU. This is a pin-based CPU. So if Naomi bends a pin, she owes me like $700.
I'm not gonna pay you $700.
You are straight up paying me.
Nope.
Here it is. Ah.
Gross.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear that, including me.
There's the actual CPU there, I think. This is just the cooler. This is the chip itself. That's the cooling. And here's the thing. I got custom cooling, so we're not even going to use that.
It's a giant fan.
Yeah, that's what a cooler is. So you have two types of cooling, Naomi. You have air cooling, which is this. This will be fan attached to heat sink, which attaches to heat pipes, which then attaches to the CPU. So the CPU generates heat. The heat gets transferred into the pipes.
It needs to be cooled off.
And then it goes into the sink, and then which has airflow through it, and then the fan cools it off, and so you cool the thing.
How a fan works with pipes leading into a fan, yes.
Yes.
Believe it or not, I am not that stupid.
The other type of cooling is water cooling, and I will show you a water cooler a little bit later.
Is it like a water bed?
No. Open this very delicately. Do not drop it. Do not bend a pin. Do not do anything like that.
Why would you ask me to not be clumsy? This is a terrible idea.
Yeah?
Eh.
That's how it's gonna be.
If it's supposed to be so delicate, why is it so hard to open? God.
There it is.
God.
There it is. Okay, so take that out. And do not drop. Okay. Look at how fucking tiny these pins are, dude. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. They're super tiny. Look at that shit. See these tiny ass pins?
Yes.
It has to be properly synced up with all these holes
You're gonna do that part.
and put in.
You should do that part.
And also, like, okay, back in the day, if you bent a pin and like only one of them was bent, it was only a little bit, you could like bend it a little bit back with a credit card, and then you could, the spaces between the pins were actually large enough you could run the credit card between them and straighten out all the pins that were bent.
Mm-hmm.
This is way too tiny for that. We'll do the RAM. So the RAM is the short-term memory of the computer.
I wish I had a RAM.
I'll RAM you all day long, baby. Here it is.
Gross.
We got the Ballistics 64 gigabyte kit. It's 4 sticks of 16 gigs each. DDR4, okay stuff. Not the greatest, but RAM's expensive, man. Like a good kit of RAM, like 128. It's like with at like a high speed, you're gonna spend $2,000 on that shit. I didn't get RAM with like RGB lighting. It doesn't glow or anything, but at least it looks okay. So.
I didn't realize there was 4.
Yep. Well, it goes in these 4 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I made a mistake. Well, I'm assuming you just stick the spiny side in.
Most
like
of the time, RAM is just literally the chip.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cheapest RAM will be just the chip. But like companies put these grips on them to make them look kind of cool, make them easier to put in, and also it actually adds some cooling factor to it.
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
Yeah, so you basically have a notch. You have a notch. And it goes in one way. What you do is you open up these tabs. And then, we'll open them all. Come on. When you put RAM in, and you push it in properly, the tabs should automatically close. So you go. Come on, in you go. And then you. Now it's in. And if you ever want to remove RAM, you just pull the tabs back and it'll pop out. Now the thing with this is that it actually feels like you're putting way too much force onto the motherboard, because you can feel it bending a little bit to put it in properly. It sucks.
How do you know which way to turn it?
Because the notch, this side's longer than that side, so it only
It
goes
does
in one way.
not look
Yes, it
okay,
does.
only mildly.
Yeah. One of the things working with motherboards is that you often have to put in way too much force in it. Like it feels like you're almost gonna bend it or break it. See? Yeah. See? You have to put in more force than that.
If I do it, I will break it.
You see? It feels like it, doesn't it? But you won't. It just feels like you will. See? And then that one. Yep. See? You when putting in like you're mounting the CPU cooler, it's the same thing. It feels like you're just gonna like you know what I mean? Like there's too much force and you're gonna like bend something. It's maddening putting in the CPU. Okay, CPUs back in the day, you had to put in that much force.
Jesus.
That's why it has an arm to force it in now. Back in the day, you had to like push it in and not bend pins and worry about your motherboard bending. It was like a nerve-wracking experience. Are they all in?
Yep.
Good job. You have a few different types of hard drives here.
Wish I had hard drives.
Yeah, get out of here. For example, you have just a regular old HDD, which was heavy and slow, but they have their mass storage for cheap. This was like maybe $150 and it's 10 terabytes of storage. That's a pretty good price. The next step up, which is a solid state drive, these are actually getting to be less expensive. They used to be very expensive. These are very fast. Like if you have Windows on one of these instead of one of those, it'll boot in 10 to 15 seconds rather than 2 minutes.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's why computers turn on so quickly now, it's because of these things. And then I decided to also get an M.2 drive, which is an even faster type of drive. The M.2 drive connects to one of these M.2 slots directly on the motherboard, which is why it's faster. And these things and those things back there, they connect through SATA cables. which attach to here and then go somewhere else into the box. So Naomi is going to attach these drives.
Yeah.
So we have not that one because that one we'll do later, but this one.
Is it better to like install like Windows and whatever other software on different kinds of drives depending on how fast you want to access them?
Well, what you should do is you should have a boot drive that only has Windows on it.
Okay.
And that can be just a small, extremely fast drive.
Why?
So that Windows starts up really quickly and you can access things inside Windows really quickly. Man, that's tiny. These
it
three,
goes in there.
These 3 are M.2 slots.
Oh Jesus! What? You just open it?
There's a screw there.
Oh God.
Yeah, so you gotta get your screwdriver out.
I don't screw drive.
It should be it. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna break something. And
Does it
it's
fit?
Magnetic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it's a magnetic screwdriver.
Can I just take it off? Yes. Oh God. This is terrible.
Just put that over there.
Yeah. Put it over there, Naomi. You won't break anything, Naomi.
Actually, let me look at this for a little bit.
No, she screws.
It's like a little magnet, dude. It's like a sticky thingy. Oh, you know what this is?
What?
Some of the better motherboards actually have this capability. This peels off to reveal a sticky substance.
Mm-hmm.
You attach that to this and then put it in, because there's the drive bay right there.
Okay.
That's where this slots into there. Get a screw and a standoff located from the included M.2 screw and standoff packs. So one of these various fucking wastes of plastic here.
Jesus. Okay.
How can you tell which one is the M.2 screw and standoff pack?
Are they labeled? Because it probably has the labels in the thingamabob.
Doesn't say.
That's unfortunate. Why wouldn't you label them in the What the fuck kind of instructions are these?
Screw this into one of those 2 holes.
Screw it with the screwdriver?
Nope, just with your hand.
Okay.
Because it literally just props the thingy up. I guess if you wanted more than 2 M.2 drives, you'd have to buy your own standoffs or something. So it comes with 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what?
Insert it at an angle, like so. And just let it rest. It's gotta go in further. Well, shit. Don't bend it or anything. That's what it says. Just wait.
I feel like it's supposed to go in more, but it won't for some reason.
There you go, you're getting pretty close now. Can you just push it?
That's what I've been trying to do this entire time. Oh yeah, no, it just stays like that. Because
Yeah.
then the screw goes there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, I blame you.
Oh, we made a mistake.
Did we? Yeah.
This size goes into this drive, and this smaller drive is for an even smaller one.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay, wait, it's for an even smaller one?
Yes.
Well then, what?
Which we don't have. So, yep, this will just go back in and we'll forget all about our mistake. Nope, we did it wrong again. Okay, so one of these standoffs has to go.
Is it the further one?
Yes.
Like I kind of figured?
Yes.
Where, you know, it needs to screw in?
Now you can just screw it in there, see? So you take like, not that screw, you take this smaller screw out of that package. And it goes into the standoff. There's like a screw hole. There's a screw hole that we didn't notice in the top of the standoff.
I don't know if that's actually screwed in all the way.
And now you can get the top of it, peel that shit off, slap it on here, and screw the other screw into there.
But what if I mess up with the sticking of the sticking? You've seen my phone.
That should go, come on, there it is. Screw it in, and as you screw it in, it'll attach.
You know, you could have just explained it that way.
Jesus Christ, Naomi, I'm gonna fucking ban you from my life.
So are we just not using that drive? That seems kind of pointless to have a third drive that's not being used.
What drive? That one over there?
No, this one. Or the place for the drive.
We also have a second drive that's not being used too.
Why are we only using one drive? I thought you said we should use multiple drives.
Like, if you want to build like a ridiculously high-end computer where you're gonna have like maximum speed for all your drives, yeah, you'd buy 3, and you'd buy them with like really big capacities. But I don't have $10,000, so
I do.
you want to buy it yourself then? So there we go. We have the M.2 drive installed, the CPU installed, and the RAM installed. Is there anything left to install before we mount this thing? Because it's good to do as much work as you can on the motherboard before you mount it, because after you mount it, it's hard to get to.
Yeah,
So
I figured.
the next thing to grab will be the case. And Oh boy.
Massive, Jesus.
Look at this fucking case, guys.
It's not even gonna fit on camera.
Oh god. It's so heavy. Yeah, you can't even fucking see it.
Yeah, you can't see it because it's too big.
So the case that I picked up is the Be Quiet Dark Base Pro 900.
It's so that it won't keep me up at night.
Naomi, in general, when you're looking to get like a case or a fan or a power supply, anything that might make noise, you have two options for a computer. You can go for performance and make your computer run really well, but it'll be louder. Or you can go for silence. And therefore, the computer won't run as well, but it'll be quiet. And like maintaining the balance is important. So for example, you have like the master overclockers who run like the supercomputers, the best computers in the world. You have like air conditioners basically hooked up to your computers, and so they're super loud, but their CPUs run super fast and super cold too. However, you're not gonna be able to sleep.
Yep.
Or you can get something like this, which will be a little bit warmer, but quiet. And Be Quiet specializes in stuff that is really, really, really quiet. But
still runs really well.
It still runs pretty good for how quiet it is. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna. You have to move the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, move it.
All right. There's Naomi's slippers.
Should not have grabbed that this way.
So here it is. Look at this fucking case, dude.
It's like taking change out of a box. Except bigger.
There it is. This thing is definitely an improvement for the ones that I bought. This is like the next version up from the one that I bought. Be Quiet case that I bought for Game Boomers.
Yep.
Yeah. You're just showing off your ass directly to the fucking camera.
Yeah, well, I'm just bending. Don't worry about it.
So this is the new, absolutely titanic case from Be Quiet.
It's like as long as my torso.
Yeah, it's fucking massive. Oh, dude, it's like tempered glass. That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. 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 Grab that.
Yeah, it does. Oh, it's so pretty. We're gonna make this all dirty. You're rolling a screw. You're rolling a screw.
God damn it.
Damn it, Dev.
So inside, this is the power supply shroud, which we will be taking off to actually work under here. These are all the expansion bays. Okay. We've got the LED strip. Oh, dude, we can make it light up.
Aww. Don't you want it to light up so you can see things at night?
And then this is, I don't know what this is. We'll find out.
It's something.
Oh.
What is?
Okay. Various mounting hardware, screws and things. These are mounting brackets for hard drives.
Oh, okay.
And they have like rubber. See how they have the little rivets on them? So when the hard drive vibrates, it doesn't actually vibrate the whole machine.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah,
So I'm assuming the motherboard goes there.
Yes.
Okay.
I must say, Naomi, you are getting quite spoiled because the shit you had to go through to mount anything on cases, say 20 years ago, is ridiculous compared to how easy this is going to be.
Yeah. Well,
They have like optimized and modernized everything when it comes to mounting hardware.
Well, yeah, they had like before I was born to do it, so.
All these things, these are for cables to be cabled. Okay, you see how behind the motherboard there's like this space? Any excess cables that have to run.
Put there.
You run them behind and they come out through there. Okay. Back in the day, there'd be no space. You just had cables all over the fucking place. It was terrible for cooling. Like they have optimized so much shit. It's amazing. There's an optical drive, which I'm actually going to use because I have a DVD drive that's going in here. Everyone can laugh at me all they fucking want. You never know when you're going to need to actually use a CD, DVD, or Blu-ray.
Yeah. What if you don't have a DVD player and you just want to play a movie?
Well, people just say use Netflix, but still.
But not everything's on Netflix, and now we're going back to fucking like cable shit. So.
Yeah, it's true.
Except now it's with streaming services. So hooray!
So Be Quiet likes to do this. They hide a lot of their stuff behind. Is it not working? Oh no! It slides open this way. The other one folds down. Okay, so you have your fans that suck in. You have a filter here. You have this filter that pops out and can be cleaned. So you can like get all the dust out of there.
How often do you clean your filter, Dev?
Like once a year.
I feel like you should probably clean it like once a month.
And then you have like...
Considering how much you use your computer, you fucking filthy animal.
Well, we should mount as much stuff as we can before we mount the motherboard. So let's do that first. You can thumb screw this out. and then grab that SATA drive, because that SATA drive will fit right in there. It should anyway. It has side mounting slots if you want to put it somewhere, but it also has back mounting slots. These 4 should fit to these 4.
Okay.
So we have to get a hold of 4 screws. It has to slide in.
Probably. You go find screws. I'll do it.
Uh-oh, it doesn't fit. It's like just slightly too big. It's supposed to be standardized, guys. I'll just force it.
The holes aren't even lined up.
You fucking kidding me? What the hell? It kind of goes in. We can just make it work. For some reason, this doesn't actually fit. Like, this should be.
I mean, unless we're trying to put it in the wrong thing, like I accidentally mixed up my wrist brace with my knee brace, so.
Yeah, there's that. It's literally just bending.
Yes, Dev. It
You know
doesn't fit.
Good enough.
Oh God.
I'll just use one of these and hopefully it'll fucking work. But that's this, not this.
Well, that's what it's SSD bracket, right?
Yeah, but what's this? I want to know what this thing was.
Well, isn't it the fan bracket?
I'm getting like the tiniest screws that I can, and they still won't fit in this fucking thing. Now, like, how does this go? Because there's like a slot that it hooks on, but there's only one of them. What the hell, man? What is it? Where is it supposed to attach to?
Well, where did we take it off of?
We didn't. I got it from a package.
Okay, well, where did we take that off of?
Right here, and there's no way.
Okay. Well, actually, does that fit onto this?
No, because that wouldn't fit onto this.
Well, no. Okay, never mind. Doesn't fit anywhere. Damn it, Tim. Don't you usually follow instructions? Ow! When you're doing shit like this?
Whatever that was, you deserved it. Here's this old-ass DVD drive. Doesn't need to be great. It does the trick. Just slide right in there, no problem. Line up the holes with these holes and get 4 screws and screw them in.
What holes?
Oh, we can take some of the mounting hardware out to make more airflow. So let's do that right now. These will come out. Just come out? Yes, it does. Ooh. Next thing to do is to get this shield off. How does the... Is it attached somewhere?
I'm just gonna strip it. Like...
I hate shrouds. I hate that this is like a new thing that people... Because they want to hide the power supply. And I'm like, but power supplies look good now, man. Just rip it off. The shroud is out, and it's going in the fucking garbage. Give me that thing. Give me that thing. Give it. Give it. This thing is never fucking seeing the light of day again.
Well, it will.
I fucking hate this. Stop making cases with shrouds. So normally the power supply would actually go flush with this grate on smaller cases. But this one actually has just an extender for it. So it goes into this mounting bracket here. So I picked up a Be Quiet straight power 1000 watts. 1000 watts for some people is overkill, but I mean if you're running a pretty high-end rig, you probably need at least 1000. Most computers run on 500 or 600. I've seen computers run on 300, which I don't fucking know how that even happens. I chose Be Quiet because I wanted to be quiet. You can get Corsair stuff, you can get other companies, but I chose Be Quiet. So it was a decent price and it's quiet.
I literally have no idea how to take this off. Why isn't it working?
It's like this, dude.
Well, I don't know.
It's a fucking box, dude.
I can't open boxes. This is why I don't like Christmas.
Oh my god. Oh, really? Do you want to say that again?
No.
Okay, so this power supply thingy. Bunch of cables.
More cables.
Oh my god, Naomi, there's a fucking tape you just cut.
Yeah, but I can just lift it out. Is there something in that?
It's just the thingy. Don't eat this. Don't add this to your soup.
Like that fucking one guy, how he poisoned his friend.
All those power cords that we're going to use will have a space here. Rather than come out of here and then go fucking all over the place, they will run back here and then behind and then up.
It doesn't fit.
What? Really? How can you fucking do this? Not make it fit for your own brand of stuff.
Like,
oh, maybe you actually just have to go like this then. Like it goes here.
yeah, and then you just run.
Well, I guess my idea of running it neatly is not going to happen anymore.
How? What?
Yep.
Wait, no, because...
Yep. No, it'll go.
Because, no wait,
Yes,
but
it will.
isn't this on top? If you have to put it this way, it's on the bottom.
You gotta rotate it around. Oh my god. Naomi's like twisting the cord around.
Well, that's how it fits, fuck!
Hold on. Stop.
How do it then. Do it. Fucking make it happen magically, you fucking shit. Yeah. God.
Okay, is the 0 or the 1 the on the switch? It's supposed to be like stuck here, like, but this doesn't screw into anything. You want to just duct tape it? Like, I don't fucking know. The back has to come off for us to do it.
Back of what? Oh,
Back of the computer.
Um.
These three come out, and this should release the back. Wait, this screw came stripped. I haven't even touched this one, and it's already stripped.
Yeah.
This thing looks like a white girl after Black Prom.
Yeah, Dev.
Still won't come off.
Well, it's coming
You know what it is? It's that one fucking screw. It's that. This is all we needed to do, I think. I think we took off way too many screws, but the one that we need is the one that's fucking stuck. I can't get my finger in there to make it.
Okay.
So what you have to do for this is take off these back plates, and then you can slide that in and actually screw it in through some mounting on the back. We took off way too many screws. Once you take this back plating off, guys, what you can do, because there's screws on the side, on this side and this side that take the back plating off. And once you have that off, you can slide your power supply into place and run some screws to make it stay there. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me with this? So that took just about 4 fucking ever.
8 years later.
But everything's back. We had a few mishaps along the way. But you know what? The power supply's in. Now it's time to basically mount the motherboard. And this is going to be the shittiest part. You see these standoffs here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what the motherboard mounts to.
Oh, okay.
These standoffs.
Well, what does that big motherboard look in space?
What, this?
Yeah.
That's for the CPU's back. Because you have to put the cooler on there as well.
Okay.
So you'll see on the corners of the motherboard, there's all these mounting holes.
Yep.
Which should line up to those standoffs.
Hopefully.
So when you put it in, you can see you line it up. And also, this I/O has to line up with this hole.
Okay.
So here you go. And then I'll get you the screws that you'll need. You can start setting these screws in here. So there's like 1, 2, 3.
Did you even do?
Oh god, it's bleeding.
Well, don't squeeze it more. Don't squeeze it, Dev.
Look at that, dudes.
God.
You see that shit? Can I see it?
No, it's too blurry.
Okay, maybe. So what I did was I was pointing at something on the motherboard and I jammed one of these like socket plugs. They're like just like straight bits of metal right into my fucking fingernail. And dude, it is just bleeding under there. So with the motherboard properly mounted, we should probably attach these front I/O cables. We can't really see them right now, but they're right here. The front I/O cables first. You should probably attach those first. Then we should probably run all of the cords from the power supply. Then we should probably put on the graphics card. And the reason we do that in those orders is because one, the graphics card will sit somewhere here and completely block off all of these slots, which we'll have to work with because they all get plugged in there properly. And then all of these cords, they'll have to be run properly as well. The graphics card basically gets in the way of a lot of things after it's put in, so it's one of the last things that you put on.
Sounds like an annoying toddler when you're trying to do stuff.
An annoying toddler?
Yeah.
Here's all of the... This is all the I/O stuff that came from the case. So all of these things will run like the front panels, the power switches, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they got to be attached to the motherboard properly. So
Properly,
you
okay.
have to undo that shit.
Okay, I promise nothing about being proper and magically figure out which thing is which thing.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
It's on the motherboard. It's in the motherboard manual.
Well, I mean, all you gotta do is match up all the things, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's actually more. No, Naomi. It's actually more complicated than that.
That goes up there.
Does it? How do you know?
Because I read the thingies on it and it matches.
Okay, if that's the case, here's where I get to show Naomi the benefits of cable management. Do we want to run just this like this in front of everything, and like now it might block that, it might block some of these, this, or what you should do is run it behind. And this is where this is what this company excels at, is you actually run this shit properly because they give you options to do so. So we'll put that back there and I'll show it to you later. The motherboard requires this type of a power slot. Mm-hmm. This is the power. You'll see here the CPU requires these two power slots. Mm-hmm. It's like a similar design, just different size. And you'll notice at some point, graphics card will require a slot like these as well. So what we're gonna do is, because this is modular, you can just plug it in real easy and not have a big bunch of cords down there. What we can do is we can grab a whole bunch of these thingies and find the ones that we need for our computer. And the rest I'll just save in the hopes that we use them someday, and we never will, and I'll pack rat them for the next 30 years. And they should just snap in, no problem. These holes here, this is another thing that I like about Be Quiet. These are like these flappy holes that are really good for hiding cables. So you take your cable, rather than having this cable hanging out, you do a really nice cable run by shoving it through here, pulling it tight so it's out of the way, and having it come out here, where it then connects to the slot.
What I'm learning from this is as long as your cables don't ever move, you can bend them however you want to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's the right one, because everything else is VGA.
Yeah, so VGA will be for graphics cards. VGA stands for Video Game Adapter.
Does that actually?
No. Oh god, there's so many cables wrapped around it. See, this is why the mark of a true computer expert is being able to run cables properly, which is why I can't fucking do it.
Did it! It's done! Naomi's amazing.
On the back, where a lot of these cables will be hidden from view, this SATA power, which will help power the fans, will go into one of these SATA powers. See? They just snap right in. Oh yeah, mounting this thing finally. Where in the hell are we gonna put this? Whatever mounting hardware they gave us doesn't even fit. So we had this problem a couple hours ago. This drive wouldn't fit. It looks like it's obviously for a drive. Like it has a fork.
Did you finally figure it out?
I figured it out. You know what it is, dude?
What?
We were trying to like get this thing in here so we could line up these screw holes, and it just wasn't fitting. You know what I think you do? I think you mount it like this. And I think you do that so that it's away from the metal and it's not and it has its own ventilation back there.
Yeah.
I
Makes
think
sense.
those 4 screws, those 4 holes. I'm gonna drink some more fucking Gatorade. And there it is. Aren't we idiots?
Always. Forever and totally.
So that should like bend kind of inward, and there's the screw hole, and it should just kind of, yep, there you go. Screw it in.
Is that a bird?
Where?
That's a bird.
It is, like an eagle.
Gross.
Wait, you like eagles?
Eagles are cool, but it reminds me of America, so that's gross.
But America's cool.
No, it's not.
Yeah, man.
America's not cool. Down with capitalism. Hooray for corporate America.
Those 2 sentences are the opposite. These here are SATA connectors. They connect your drives. That one and the one back there. The reason that the M.2 drive doesn't need it is it's connected directly. Beside the power SATA, you plug in the data SATA. You should be able to run this through the same hole as the power. There it goes. And then you pop it out through this hole here. Doot. Hello, I'm coming through. What, you're gonna laugh at that, Naomi?
That was stupid.
Are you at the end of your rope that hard?
Yes.
And now it'll go into one of these 6 ports you have for 6 drives.
Any?
Yep, doesn't matter. Now it's time to get rid of the computer for a minute.
Bye.
And it's time for Naomi to look at the last and possibly most complicated component of the whole thing. Here is Corsair's H115i Pro RGB water cooler. So I mentioned before, the air cooler will have heat run through heat pipes into a heat sink and then blown on by a fan, right? This is different. This puts a water block onto the CPU, which circulates water over top of the CPU.
Sounds mildly dangerous.
And then the water cools it, and then it goes back up into a reservoir where it's cooled by 2 fans. Now, this is usually better performance and quieter, but at the expense of costing a lot more.
This. Oh god.
Mounting hardware for a multitude of different CPUs.
Oh god.
Power. This is the radiator and the 2 fans that we'll need.
God, all of these boxes smell really bad, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Like really, really bad. If you like new car smell, then you'll like them.
Dude, look at this thing. Isn't it magnificent?
It looks like an alien device. It really does. I don't know what this would be used for, but it would be some sort of alien probing device.
One of these sets of hardware will allow us to mount it to an AMD CPU. because these are meant to be used with all types of CPUs, so we have no clue what to do. But that's the norm now, isn't it?
Do we have to screw the fans on first?
No, because I think it goes through, like, it's a giant screw that goes through the fans, through the radiator, into the case. We're gonna mount him to the top along these mounting rails here. We can take the top off. Does it just pop? The last one, yeah, it just pops, okay. We'll put it upside down and destroy the brush top. The metal brush top.
Actually, it wouldn't be okay if we just left it like this.
Oh, I guess so, eh?
Yeah. Naomi's occasionally kind of smart.
Does it actually go all the way through? They do. Okay. It doesn't go all the way through.
No.
So we have to take the top off.
Okay.
That always startles you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Whenever I do it.
God, it sounds like you're breaking it in half.
I'm not. I'm just taking it off the top. I just figured it out.
That's good.
There's more screws.
Yeah.
It won't fit on every single mounting rail, but it'll fit on at least 3 of them, so that's not bad. It won't fit on both of those at once, will it? It kinda will. God, the mounting is so imperfect. Okay. We're attaching the radiator to the top of the case. And that actually removed the cable space for these CPU power ports that are here, which I've actually had a problem with my last build too. Shit, I don't know how we're gonna run those now. I guess just to run them in the front, like it's gonna suck. It's not gonna look very good. Like what I did was I had a really small radiator that was about half the length of this one, so I just like moved it down. I just cut my arm on this plastic edge.
Yep.
Jeez, you heard that, right?
Yep.
It really hurts.
Yeah, it sounded pretty bad.
I have been fucking cut and stabbed and stomped on this whole goddamn build.
Stomped on.
By you.
That was the computer's doing, not me. Ah, shit.
Long screw and washer.
Yeah, but where did they? From the bottom?
From into the holes in the bottom.
Oh, God. Okay.
And actually, you know what? A few of them can't mount because the motherboard's in the way. Okay, that radiator's coming off.
Yeah.
Take fan, put fan on, take long screw, put long screw through into this hole. We were idiots to not do this first. So now that we've done it properly and not like idiots. Which way are we putting it?
Do we have to put it the other way?
Is it this way?
No, don't we have to put it the other way so that this can go somewhere?
Yeah, I guess. But I can't fucking get it anywhere. It won't go in a single place. Like, is it supposed to go on top somehow? Like, there's no way.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, and then, like...
No, it's definitely too hollow. We'd have to, like, take the fans off again. That will go in there.
Yep, and that has to sit on
The
top.
radiator sits on top, stupidly, and then the fans go through the rails. This seems like a semi-dumb idea. I wanted to be done this by, like, noon. I had shit I wanted to do today.
Ow, 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 ow. I just cut myself on many things.
Okay.
They all really, really hurt.
2 more, right there.
Mm.
You can put it back on. Jesus. And I don't even know if this is gonna work. Oh god, it looks so bad on the top. It's all been scratched. Well, fucking going. What the hell's going on with this fucking fan, dude? Neither of them want to go.
Because the hole isn't there?
The hole's definitely there. We lined it up properly.
I don't know. I told you.
My head's in the computer. Want me to take it off then? I can just take it off.
No, don't take it
You know
off.
what I'll take off one screw and I'll readjust.
Like, I can't tell.
There's the hole.
Okay.
It's right there. I think I've got it. No, I don't. Fucking go in that goddamn hole.
I can feel it pushing, but it's not going in.
So why not? Like, it's lined up.
No, it's not. Wait.
Okay, now it's lined up? Why won't it go in?
No, you're just hitting this part. Ow.
Might be coming out. It took the stands off with them. How the fuck are we gonna do this now? Okay, all the screws that didn't take a stand off.
That's out.
Take them out.
Those have stands. Oh, that's out of stands.
Okay, so we'll just screw the stands back in then. Fucking cables. Fucking cables.
8 years later, it's like deja vu. Didn't we already do this?
Yeah. So you had to fucking like mount, I don't know if you can see it, the radiator's on top, the fans are on the bottom blowing up and exhausting out the top of the computer. However, to make this work, we had to put the fans and the radiator like with the mounting rail between them, which I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. And to do that, we had to get off the fucking motherboard. So the last thing to do is to attach the water block to the CPU. So I can put the top back on. Install the AMD bracket. It's this thingy. Put it on and twist lock. Just turn it. No, I think you got it. Turn it. And there it is. This has to be pushed up against this thing very, very tightly. Like you will feel like you're breaking your CPU before this thing is attached. Insert the AMD screw clips.
Nice. Yes.
But where is it attached to? No, we are missing something. I guarantee you we're missing something. And I don't know what it is. Oh!
What?
I just figured it out. Unscrew these 4 screws.
I figured, yeah.
How'd you know?
Well, it looked like it's screwed into something.
So I got the thermal paste, guys. We're gonna use this Flex Seal black to make sure it really glues on and never lets go. You run this through here and screw this on.
Yeah, but where do you attach this to?
Oh, it's like pressure mounted.
Yeah.
Let's attach one of these back. So with that one back on, what I think we can do is like hook this, kinda. Okay, so this one can't be screwed on yet, but it has to like be a part of this hook while we hook this one onto it. But, come on, get in there. There it is, okay. And now, it fell right off. It's all gooping. The thermal paste is gooping everywhere. And there it is. That's crazy.
Yep.
It feels like you're gonna break it, doesn't it?
Yep.
Aside from running a few power cables and making sure a few things work, we're at the very end of the show. It's only taken us 5 hours since I started recording. Graphics card. The GeForce RTX 2080 Ti.
But I still have to plug things in there.
This is an optional part of the cooler. There's a USB slot on it. It goes into one of the USB slots on your computer. It makes it light up.
Do we have to do that?
I'm gonna do it. Basically the best graphics card you can get aside from like springing for a Titan or something.
This came in an envelope.
Yeah, they like making this stuff real official when it comes to graphics cards.
Yeah.
Thank you for choosing an MSI product.
So like this?
Nope.
I have 0 idea where to even put that.
So you take this off. That's the PCIe shield. These are the PCI slots. That's where this plugs into.
It just stands out like that?
Yep. And it goes like this.
Okay,
See,
so I guess...
And there's the power for it right there. So hold this, please.
I guess we're plugging it into the middle one?
We'll plug it into the top one, actually. But see, now you can put these thumb screws into these 2 slots here. Let us do the final bits. The RGB lighting.
Gross.
So these strips basically just light up whatever color you want them to light up. And they connect to a part of the computer using the cord.
Where do they go?
You peel these things off to give yourself like a little sticky.
Sticky pad, sticky
And then
pad.
they can stick to wherever you like.
Yeah, but like, where? Like, you still haven't answered my question. Like, where do they go in general?
Well, usually what you like to do is you like to put them somewhere where it turns out that it doesn't actually matter. Like, let me put it this way. Like, can I put them...
This one's crooked.
Yeah, they're not the greatest.
Good God.
These cables now in the back. The RGB lighting has to connect to a thingy. There's a thingy in the back here. And where the fuck is it? And it just connects in there, and then you get your RGB lights. And it makes the computer glow. I guess the last thing we'll do is we will try to see if it runs. It's on the floor, mainly because the cord wasn't long enough, but here it is. You want to turn it on, Naomi? Let's see if it actually turns on.
There we go.
Dude. Look at that.
So the end result of this is awesome. This is cool. It makes me happy. Getting to this part was literally the worst event of my life.
It's not a beautiful build, but we've been going for 6 fucking hours. We're done.
Yeah.
I could like cable manage it some more, but you know what? Let's just put the case on. basically, now that we know that it runs, what we can do is just put the case back on, properly cable manage and tie back the cables in the back, and then see if it'll play some games.